Who did this?
It's my dad. He is coming.
A bleeding 10-year-old girl walked alone into a diner full of bikers on a stormy Texas night. When the most feared man in the room asked, "Who did this to you?" her answer exposed a secret the entire town had been too scared to face. The neon sign outside Mel's roadside diner flickered red and white. 9:30 p.m. on a Thursday night outside Amarillo, Texas. Population 12,000. Outside, 6 Harley-Davidsons sat parked beneath the awning, rain hammering their chrome. If this story moves you, please hit the like button and share your thoughts below. Colt Grizzly, Harper sat in a corner booth nursing black coffee. At 44, he was a wall of a man. 6 feet 3 inches, 250 pounds, arms sleeved in tattoos, gray-streaked beard to his collarbone. His vest bore the patch, Iron Outlaws MC. Thunder rumbled across the Texas plains. Then he heard it. The diner door creaking open. Slow, hesitant. A child's weight pushing against the wind. A girl stumbled inside, no older than 10, soaked through, clothes torn and dusty. Even from across the room, Grizzly could see she was hurt. Limping badly, holding her ribs, blood trickling from beneath her eye. The girl saw the bikers and the leather vests, and froze in the doorway. Rain poured behind her. For a long moment, everyone stared. The diner went dead silent. The girl's face told the whole story. Swollen eye, split lip, finger-shaped bruises on her neck. Then she took one trembling step forward. Before we dive into this incredible story, tell me where you're watching from and what time it is there right now. I love seeing how far this channel reaches. And if you enjoy powerful emotional stories with real-life lessons, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Inside the diner, the Iron Outlaws had been unwinding from a brutal ride across Texas. Tyler Ranger Hayes, former Army, was arguing with Brandon Cole about routes through New Mexico. Luke Navarro sat quiet, reading his phone. Derek Lawson was making Danny Brooks laugh as she refilled coffee mugs. "You boys gonna drink me dry tonight," Danny said, shaking her head with a smile. She'd been serving this crew for 2 years. Then the door opened and everything stopped. The girl swayed in the doorway, rain-soaked and shaking. Even the jukebox seemed quieter. Coffee cups froze halfway to lips. Grizzly rose slowly and crossed the diner. He knelt down, making himself smaller, less threatening. Up close, the damage was worse. Her eye was swelling shut. "Hey, sweetheart," he said gently. "Who did this to you?" The girl's voice was barely a whisper. It's my dad, sir." Something clicked behind Grizzly's eyes. A decision made without words. He looked back at Ranger, at Brandon, at Derek and Luke. Then back to the terrified child standing in the storm. This little girl was under their protection now. Danny rushed over with warm towels and a first aid kit, her hand shaking so badly she nearly dropped it. Grizzly took a towel and dampened it, then carefully dabbed at the blood beneath Lily's eye. She flinched hard at every touch. "Easy, sweetheart. Just cleaning you up. What's your name?" "Lily." "Lily Bennett." Danny went white. The coffee pot slipped from her grip, shattering across the floor. "Bennett. Kyle Bennett's daughter." "You know him?" Grizzly asked. "Everyone knows Kyle." Danny's voice dropped to a whisper. "He's got a temper like a rattlesnake. Been that way for years. His wife, Lily's mama, she died 3 years back. Fell down the stairs, they said." The way she said it made clear what she really thought. Lily's small voice cut through. "He beat me unconscious tonight. When I woke up, I ran. He said if I ever told anyone, he'd kill me." Her chin lifted, defiant despite the tears. "But I'd rather die running than go back." Ranger stood from his booth. "This guy will come looking. We need a plan. Grizzly's hand rested gently on Lily's shoulder. You're safe now. We don't let people hurt kids. The bikers moved to the back booth while Danny brought Lily a burger and fries. The girl ate like she was starving. Probably her first real meal in days. Brandon pulled out his phone. We should call Sheriff Caldwell. Sheriff's known about Kyle for years. Ranger cut him off. Done nothing. Luke scrolled through his screen, expression darkening. Multiple CPS reports. All closed. Insufficient evidence. Derek slid closer to Lily, showing her photos of a little girl with pigtails. My daughter Emma. She's 8. If someone hurt her, I'd want someone to protect her. Danny approached their table, wringing her hands. I've seen Kyle hit her. In the parking lot at the store. I was too scared to say anything, but I'll testify now. A plan formed quickly. Document injuries. Get statements. Force the sheriff's hand. Grizzly knelt beside Lily. I know you're scared. But you did the bravest thing, you asked for help. What if he finds me? Her voice trembled. Then he has to go through us. And darlin', we don't go down easy. Outside, a truck engine growled. Heavy footsteps hit the pavement. Everyone was tense. Kyle had arrived. The door slammed open. Kyle Bennett filled the doorway, 39, muscular, reeking of whiskey, eyes wild with rage. Where is she? His voice boomed across the diner. I know she came here. Danny, where's my daughter? Danny's mouth opened but no sound came out. Pure terror. Grizzly rose slowly, positioning himself between Kyle and the back booth where Lily had ducked down. She's not going anywhere with you. Kyle's bloodshot eyes fixed on him. You got no business in family matters, biker. I got business when a man beats a child bloody. She's mine. And I'm taking her home. Behind Grizzly, 5 men stood as one, a wall of leather and muscle. Ranger's voice cut through, military hard. You're not taking anyone anywhere. Kyle's hand dropped to his belt. Everyone saw the knife handle. Then the door opened again. Sheriff Mason Caldwell stepped inside, 57, and looked every year of it. Kyle, I got a call about a disturbance. These bikers kidnapped my daughter. Grizzly held up his phone. Photographs of Lily's battered face filling the screen. Does this look like kidnapping, Sheriff? Caldwell stared at the images. Jaw working. Everyone could see it. The hesitation, the fear, years of looking the other way. Sheriff Caldwell knelt beside Lily, examining the bruises, the swelling, the fingerprints on her neck. His weathered face hardened like stone. Danny's voice shook but held firm. I've seen him hit her. In the parking lot. Outside the school. For 3 years I've seen it. The sheriff stood. Kyle Bennett. I'm issuing a temporary protection order. You need to leave. Now. Kyle's laugh was ugly as deputies escorted him out. This isn't over, Caldwell. And you bikers just made a big mistake. After the door closed, the sheriff sagged. I've failed that girl for 3 years. Then don't fail her tonight, Grizzly said quietly. CPS placement will take hours. And Kyle won't wait. Our clubhouse. 20 miles out. Fortified. Caldwell hesitated. Against protocol, but keep her safe. Minutes later, engines roared to life. Derek wrapped Lily in his jacket. Ranger checked his sidearm. Luke mapped routes on his phone while Brandon called ahead. Lily looked up at Grizzly through the rain. Why are you doing this? You don't even know me. Because someone should have done it a long time ago. And it's what we do. Thunder rolled as they disappeared into the Texas night. The clubhouse sat like a fortress. Reinforced walls, security cameras, defensible. Inside, Lily curled up on a worn couch, wrapped in blankets. For the first time in years, she felt safe. The bikers gathered around her, and one by one, they spoke. Ranger. Saw kids caught in crossfire in Afghanistan. Swore I'd protect them back home. Brandon's voice cracked. Lost my sister to her boyfriend's fists. Couldn't save her. Luke. Grew up in foster care. Know exactly how the system fails. Derek showed her Emma's photo again. You're somebody's daughter. That matters. Grizzly knelt down. My father killed my mother when I was 12. I watched people look away. I swore I'd never look away. Lily's tears came then. My mom. Kyle pushed her down the stairs. Everyone believed it was an accident. I was 7. No one listened. The room went cold with fury. What if the judge sends me back? Lily whispered. We'll make sure that doesn't happen, Grizzly said. Whatever it takes. The security alarm screamed. Ranger checked the monitors. 4 trucks, armed men climbing out. Here we go. Everyone to their positions. Kyle's voice boomed through a bullhorn. Send out my daughter or we're coming in. Grizzly stepped to the window. She's not your daughter anymore. She's under our protection. Gunfire shattered the response. Bullets punched through walls as Kyle's men spread out, surrounding them. Derek pulled Lily into the interior safe room while Ranger barked orders like the soldier he'd been. Windows covered. Return fire, controlled bursts only. The bikers moved with precision. Muzzle flashes lit the darkness. Grizzly hit speed dial. Caldwell armed assault in progress. 15 minutes out. Hold on. Glass exploded. A Molotov cocktail tumbled through, flames spreading fast across the floor. We can't stay, Ranger shouted over the gunfire. Smoke cover, back exit now. Brandon and Luke unleashed covering fire. Grizzly and Derek grabbed Lily, running for the rear door into the storm-lashed scrubland. There. Kyle's scream cut through the rain. Get the girl. Footsteps pounded behind them. Grizzly stopped, turned. Go, Derek. Get her to the highway. Derek ran with Lily as Grizzly planted himself in the mud, facing the darkness and the men coming through it. Through the rain, Kyle emerged like a demon, gun raised. You should have stayed out of this. She's mine. She was never yours. You don't own people. Kyle fired. Grizzly tackled him before the second shot, and they went down hard into the mud. 2 large men, brutal and desperate. Kyle fought dirty, eyes, throat, groin. Grizzly fought to protect everything that mattered. Thunder cracked as fists connected with flesh. Then the cavalry arrived. Ranger appeared from the darkness, disarming Kyle's men with military precision. Red and blue lights strobed through the rain as Sheriff Caldwell's vehicle screamed up, deputies flooding the scene. Kyle went down under 3 officers, cuffed and screaming. Grizzly staggered upright, blood streaming from his split eyebrow. Where's Lily? Derek stepped from the tree line. Lily clutched against his chest. She broke free and ran to Grizzly, throwing small arms around his waist. Kyle Bennett, Caldwell's voice cut through the chaos. You're under arrest for assault with a deadly weapon, attempted murder, child endangerment. And this time I'm making sure you never get out. Kyle thrashed against the handcuffs. I'll get out. I'll find her. No, the sheriff said quietly. Not this time. Lily watched them drag her father away. Relief. Grief. Freedom. 3 months later, Kyle Bennett was serving 15 years. Parental rights. Terminated. Lily lived with the Rodriguez family now. Warm, loving people who made her feel wanted. Tonight, Sheriff Caldwell had organized a gathering at the diner. The whole town came. We failed Lily Bennett, Caldwell said from the center of the room. We let fear control us. These bikers, who we judged and feared, showed us what real courage looks like. Danny set a cupcake in front of Lily. Welcome home, sweetheart. The Iron Outlaw's engines rumbled outside. This time, people clapped as they walked in. Grizzly knelt beside Lily, holding a small leather vest. On the back, Iron Outlaw's MC, Little Sister Lily. Tears streamed down her face. I can really keep it. You're family now. That's forever. Later, Lily sat between Grizzly and Derek, actually laughing. Danny poured fresh coffee. This one's on the house, boys. Grizzly watched the kid, happy, safe, healing, and felt something settle in his chest. Sometimes the people society fears have the strongest code. Sometimes doing right means breaking rules. And sometimes family is found on the darkest roads. Outside, the storm had passed. The Texas sunset broke through the clouds, painting everything gold.
And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it or learned something new, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps support the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Drop your thoughts or questions in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.